Back at Miller Motorsports Park, we're in Tooele, Utah. SunridgeGourmet.com 1000 weekend coverage of the Playboy Mazda MX-5 Cup. With Rob Albright, Elliott Forbes Robinson, I'm Rick Benjamin. Battle raging here for position deeper in the field. This is Allison Malkasian. She's got Tim Buck behind her and also Scott Tucker from Kansas in that 30 car. Tucker to the inside. This is for 9th now.
Yeah, that's coming into 5, and that's a good move. He came back from quite a way back. Now, oh, she's getting back on the inside. Allison's going to try. But the next corner is a right-hander, and I believe she'll have a hard time getting in there.
These drivers know they are running short on time today here at Miller Motorsports Park. Here you get a look at Tucker's 30 car, a little damage to the right rear corner. Elliott, there's always a lot of rubbing in the Playboy Mazda MX-5 Cup.
Yeah, and I think it's not always on purpose. It's just because you run so darn close to the car in front of you. If the car makes a little mistake, you're going to hit them because you're not going to be able to make the adjustment in time.
Battling for 9th, Buck back there in 11th in the red car, the 18. He has lost touch with this two-car battle as we watch Tucker leading Allison Malkasian. Deborah Lott had some problems. She and Malkasian battled side by side earlier. Deborah Lott's been off a couple of times here today. Let's check back in on the fight for 3rd. Ryan Shims in the Airco car, the 81. His teammate Robert Huffmaster, the Huffmaster Company's 27. They continue to run 3rd and 4th. We'll see if Huffmaster's got anything here for Shims. Let's go back to that battle for 9th meantime.
Well, there's a couple good battles on the track right now, and I think these ones are having a very good race, and I think that's the best I've seen Allison Malkasian run this year.
Definitely the case. Shims in the 81, the winner at Road America midsummer. Huffmaster the winner at Motorsports back early in the season. Brad Rampelberg all by himself now. He's opened up 10 or 12 car lengths over Ara Malkasian.
It looks like Malkasian has dropped off in the last lap or so here for, I don't know if he made a big mistake or whether he's just having a problem and is slowing down. You can see something dragging under his car. It's been dragging for a long time, and maybe that's slowing him down the straight just a little bit.
Now, these cars run brake ducting, I would assume, up front, right? That might be a brake duct?
It could be a brake duct. It is some sort of panel for sure that's hanging underneath the car.
Everything looking good for Brad Rampelberg meantime in the 14, one of the Hoover Speed cars. Rampelberg keeping a very nice line. He's all by himself. Beautiful view out of the windshield of one of these MX-5s.
It's the best. And the best thing is looking in the mirror and not seeing somebody right there, too, when you're coming up on the last lap.
White flag in the air. Battle for 3rd here. The two teammates, Shims leading Huffmaster. They are nose to tail, hauling it down into turn 1.
Yeah, I think that Huffmaster, I'd have it in my mind whether I'd really tap my partner just a little bit after what happened earlier. But he's keeping it clean and running a really good race here.
They are starting to catch Ara Malkasian, who runs 2nd in the Alara Racing 11 car. For Malkasian, this is not good news because you've got a long way. It's 4.4 miles around here. It's not like you've got 15 seconds to go till you see the checkered flag.
No, there's a lot of corners coming up. You got two teammates working together right now currently to catch you. And it looks like Ara has lost a little bit of his pace someplace because he has definitely slowed down. He was sitting right on Rampelberg for a long time, and now he's dropped back quite a bit. It looks like he's going to have a hard time this last lap. 2nd,
3rd, and 4th nose to tail. One of the left-handers, pretty tight corner here. A lot of curbing that you have to take into account as well. Rampelberg, meantime, Elliott, you pointed out earlier, last race we were up at Three Rivers in Quebec, Canada. Rampelberg wrecked late in the race there. Didn't even see the checkered flag. Nice way to bounce back for him.
Oh, it is. And like you say, he said earlier, actually, his health was a little bad earlier in the year, and he's coming back from it. What a great way to come back. Pole, and if he can finish this up with a win, that would be a great weekend for him.
Ara Malkasian, meantime, in that yellow Alara Racing entry, he's got his mirrors full of a couple of teammates. Ryan Shaw in trouble. Deborah Lott goes off again. This is her 3rd trip into the weeds here today at Miller Motorsports Park.
Well, fortunately, she didn't hit anything, and with the race coming up next weekend, I didn't hear a lot of time left in that schedule for fixing cars.
Exactly. You've got your work cut out just getting turned around and going to New Jersey Motorsports Park, where we'll be for our coverage of the Playboy Mazda MX-5 Cup in just 6 days. Side by side, meantime, Malkasian under attack here by Ryan Shims.
Yeah, Ryan Shims got up on him, and he's now trying to do something. I figured this last lap for Ara is going to be watching the mirrors a lot and trying to keep guys from going by.
Ara Malkasian 2nd in that yellow 11 car. Shims is 3rd in the Airco machine, the 81. And Robert Huffmaster started on the front row. He runs 4th in the 27.
Why do I feel some? Yep, it's just going to happen.
Contact. Shims gets into Ara Malkasian. Malkasian slides to a stop. Shims stops. Both of them having trouble finding a gear, Elliott.
You know, I don't know what was happening there, but it sure was looking strange when they're both sitting there parked. But at least they both got going before somebody else came up and were able to hold the spots there.
Brad Rampelberg cashes in big time as he adds to his lead. And Robert Huffmaster started alongside on the front row, powers to second spot, and he starts to pull away.
He's got to be feeling good. Huffmaster, after being hit early in the race and spun around losing the position, to get back up to second, I'm not sure he had something for Brad Rampelberg today anyway, so he came up with a really good finish.
And that shows you the importance of staying focused. And just because things don't go well in an early moment of the race, you can't give up in this kind of race.
Oh, absolutely not. You just got to keep going for it the whole time because you never know what's going to happen. And I'll tell you what, this last lap was one of those you never knew that was going to happen.
Checkered flag in the air. Brad Rampelberg comes from behind to grab the win today here at Miller Motorsports Park. The SunrichGourmet.com 1000 weekend. Rampelberg takes the checkered flag in the Playboy Mazda MX-5 Cup. We'll talk to the winner in a moment.